Okay, so I am really not sure what happened there. Everything was looking good, and suddenly the car decided to pull to the right. I'm not sure if it was confused by the lines on the road because it was properly lined with the lane to make the turn, and suddenly it just pulled hard to the right. I'm always attentive and making sure that I have control of the car, so it took me just a fraction of a second to get control. So it deactivated when I moved the wheel, and then I continued. So let's take a quick look again, and then we continue with the drive. Now we continue on the drive. The autopilot has been engaged again, so full self-driving is active. Um, Very nice drive. There's a lot of reflection. There's a lot of reflection, and I thought it was going to be a problem. I'm there in the background saying that we're going to Home Depot. So anyway, the drive, like I was saying, was a really very beautiful day, and I really thought that uh, the the intensity of the sun on the cameras were going to be a problem, but they were not. I'm a little bit surprised sometimes because, especially at that time of the day, and at the angle that the sun was hitting, it was actually hitting me a little bit on that side. So I was thinking, let's see if that causes any problems with the car, driving itself. But it did not. So I'm glad that it keeps working better and better every day. So as you can see, the little blue light is coming up on the top because I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the steering wheel. I'm trying to let go so that you can clearly see that I'm not the one moving the steering wheel. I also use the volume adjuster on the steering wheel because here in the United States we can do that. In Europe you cannot do that. You have to actually put force on it. If you need to confirm anything, the car also needs to feel that you are really there. So the light turned back to green, so let's keep watching. Very good, no problems in that crossing. I think overall it was a really nice drive. I'm pretty happy with the way that it came out. There's more traffic, it's during the day, so there's more, shadows and things that could confuse it, but pretty much all the time except for that incident earlier, which I'm going to report by email to the engineering and autopilot team. Here on this part where there's the blinking yellow signal, the car actually slowed down a little bit, but it kept going, so that's really good because it used to actually want to stop at those signals, and I'm glad that they're working with that. Sometimes it slows down a little bit too much, but on this drive it was really, really nice, so I definitely cannot complain. This road's a little bit bumpy, but the car seems fine. I keep going through intersections. I had cars that were coming close to me behind me, so that may be another reason why the car is not really taking the right lane yet. But the reality is that in the city I'm going at the speed limit, so anybody that thinks that I'm going too slow basically wants to go over the speed limit, and I think I was actually going 5 miles over the speed limit, so it's fine to be on the left lane here, in my opinion. A lot of people disagree with that, but I try to not to do it, but I'm letting the car do what it needs to do or what it wants to do, so that way I can report things like this in case it's supposed to actually move to the right side. So I'm going to report that just as a comment. And you can see here that the car is obeying all the traffic signals and the flow of traffic, so it's looking really, really nice. Let's see, the light turns green. I am making adjustments because I want to avoid the car telling me that I need to take control, and like I said before, the volume helps me do that. Here on this section, the car moved a little bit to the right, was within the lane, and there was no major concern. I think I was a little bit jumpy today, so I kind of moved quickly in case it was going to do something, especially before the previous incident. But so far, so good. As a matter of fact, there is one more thing that I didn't like. It's going to come up shortly. So let's keep watching. Good flow, taking off, a little bit more control now. It used to be a little bit aggressive. I think this is the part where the car kind of pulled a little bit to the right and I kind of jumped a little bit. But if you missed it, it's because it wasn't that big of a deal. So yeah, I like the way it's taking on the turns. The turns look really nice. I think every day that goes by, again, it's just the work that they're doing, that autopilot team, the artificial intelligence team, these engineers are doing a great job. So the car just took the farmost, rightmost lane, because we're coming up to the traffic light where we're gonna make a right, and now it gets on that lane sooner. But this is where you're gonna see a little bit of a problem. I could have taken control when the problem started, but I looked at all my surroundings and I noticed that there was no risk, because there was no car in the spot that I was. The car's basically gonna take the turning lane in a moment, and then it's gonna go back to the lane where I was. There you go. So you see, and then it finally took the turning lane. I did not hit on the snapshot icon, so I'm actually sending this video with the timestamp and the location to the Tesla team so that they can check it and know, what happened, because I'm really not sure what happened, why it did that. And we are here basically pretty much reaching our destination. We just have one more traffic light, which is coming up next. It was a really nice drive. It was about, I don't know, maybe like 15-minute drive. 2 minor incidents. If there was no one in control of the car, definitely would be a problem, but they are not going to release this for public consumption without being in beta, for example, until they make sure that it's perfect. So yeah, pretty much happy overall. I'm really digging this release. This build is great. I'm loving it. My car feels more like a robot than ever. So I really hope that you're enjoying these videos. I'm going to speed up the video here because it was creeping up a little bit because it was still green and the car in front of us was moving. But unfortunately we got the red light, so gotta wait a little bit longer. So I'm gonna speed it up now. And then when the traffic light turns back to green, we're gonna go and we're gonna arrive at destination, and that will be it. So here we go. There you go. Good job. And there's a yay for good measure. Well, that's today's ride on this new 2020.44.15.4 build of Full Self-Driving beta. So I hope you like it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And if you also want to reach out to me in Twitter, you can reach me at Teslatino. Thank you for your visit. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to stay charged. Take care. Bye.